Hey guys, today we are going to talk about editing in Lightroom. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Lightroom. Once we get it open, we are going to go right over here. So you're going to be in Library. I'm going to come right down here to Import. I'm going to click that button. And then you're going to go through here and you are going to find your folder that has the pictures you want to edit. So I'm going to use this one right here. Make sure you check all is clicked so all the pictures are highlighted, and then go ahead and push import. That's going to bring all of your pictures into Lightroom. Okay, so then we're going to go to develop. This is where you do the actual editing. And once we get in here, you're going to pick the picture that you want to edit first. So I'm going to pick this one. And okay, so the first thing you're going to use is this little white balance dropper. You're going to hover over anything in the picture that's supposed to be white, and it's going to adjust your white balance for you. You can also manually adjust it with these two tools right here, but we were talking yesterday about how hard it is to get your light right indoors, and this is a great kind of starting point. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come down here to exposure, and I'm going to increase the exposure by quite a bit. I want it nice and bright. All right, that looks good. And I'm watching skin tones. Everything else can be readjusted, but if the skin tones look good, the picture will look good. Okay, then I'm going to go to contrast, and I'm going to bring up my contrast, usually like between I don't know, 5 and 15, somewhere in there. If you increase the contrast too much, it darkens darks and lightens lights, so it just gets to be way too much. And same with the other direction. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it probably right around here. Okay, highlights. So when you look at the white parts of your picture, you can see that some of this is blown out just a little bit. If I bring my highlights down a little, that's just gonna bring that detail back into that shot. So I'm going to just do it right about there. And then I'm also going to take the shadows and I'm going to add some shadow to it. That's just going to take the dark parts, the shadowed parts, and it's going to darken those. I like how it gives it a little bit more contrast and makes the lighter parts pop out. I'm going to skip the whites, but it just does the opposite of what shadows does. And then I'm going to increase my blacks a little bit. That's just going to take the black tones and it's going to make them darker and sharper. Okay, I like this clarity button. I usually increase it just a little, or this slider, I guess. But if you use too much of it, you can get heavy-handed real quick, and it looks pretty awful. And if you don't use it at all, there's no clarity, and it looks awful too. So I usually keep it right around like 2 to 4, just to give it a little extra punch, but not much. And then I'm also going to increase the saturation just a little. But I don't want to do it so much that it affects our skin tones. Just enough to give it a little extra pop of color. Perfect. Okay, we're going to talk about the tone curve later on. Right now we're going to skip it. This saturation, this is going to affect individual colors. So for example, if I take away the orange, it's going to do that. If I take away like yellow, it's going to do that. Usually I like to keep my reds and oranges about the same. Decrease the yellows just a little because I do tend to shoot pretty warm. So I need to balance that out, and I increase the blues just a little to balance that as well. Okay, and then we've got this little thumbnail. This is probably like right here in the picture. And that is going to show us, you can see my ISO. Here's all of my settings right up here. My ISO is at 1600, so I definitely have some grain in this picture right here. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen it up. I usually like to sharpen somewhere between 40 and 50. And then I'm going to do this noise reduction luminance slider. Is like amazing. It's one of my favorites. And I usually do it about half of what I just sharpened, so around 20 something. And you can see that is reducing our noise. If you do too much, it will make your whole picture just look like really soft. which I don't like. I like to have some contrast and some sharpness to it. But definitely if you have a lot of grain, like play around with that, increase it till you feel like it's in a place where you like it. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do on this little part. The last two things we're gonna do are these two tabs up here. This is the crop tab, and this allows you to rotate your picture, to crop it, to move things in, just change it up a little bit, make sure you get it right where you want it. And when you re-click on that, it'll just show you the cropped picture. If you click on it again, you can keep moving things around. You can reset it to back to where it was, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to crop that in just a little so that my emphasis is really right where I want it to be. And then this is the last tool we're going to talk about, and it is my favorite. This is the radial filter, and it is so cool. So you're going to take that and you're going to make like a circle where you want some extra emphasis. You can rotate it, move it around. I want some extra emphasis right here. So I'm going to bring my contrast down just a little bit so that her hand is not too bright. I'm going to put in a little shadow and a little black. And there already is a little bit of clarity there. I'm going to increase my saturation too. And then I'm going to bring my sharpness up. And when I unclick that, you're going to see that has made it so that this portion of the picture where she's painting is really what stands out. That's really the emphasis of the photo. So I'm pretty much done with this shot. If you come right down here to this little icon here, it's going to show you a before and after shot. The before shot was fine, but the after shot, I like the colors better. It looks more true to life. It pops more. It just overall looks like a more professional image. So, and then you can click on this to go back. All right, so here's how you export your image. Oh, actually, let me show you really fast. If you press copy right here and copy again, then any other pictures that you use the same lighting. So for example, this one has the same lighting. It's not great because we've got people in the background, but I can push paste, and that's going to paste those same settings onto my pictures. So what's cool about that is that I can then just put those settings onto each of the pictures that I'm using that I want to edit, and I don't have to redo it every time. It's just done, and I can still adjust it if I want to, but it's pretty much finished. I want that a little brighter. All right, perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna go back up here to library, and you're gonna click on this grid view, and then you are gonna go and grab any of the pictures that have this little icon, are the ones that you edited. Take that and push Control, and then you should be able to highlight all of the photos that you edited and not the rest of them. And then we're going to export. We're not going to save because we're changing them from RAW into JPEGs. So we're going to push export, and we are going to go to location, export location, choose the folder that you want them to end up in. So I'm going to choose this folder, and then come down here, rename to custom dash sequence. That's the one you want. And then you're going to choose a custom name. So like, choose your name and start with number 1. Then what this is going to do is it's going to name the first one Girls Painting -1. The next one will be Girls Painting -2, Girls Painting -3. So it's going to rename all of those as it converts them to JPEGs. And then we're going to push export. Right up here you can see that it's exporting those files. We'll give it just a second. It shouldn't take too long. So I do want you guys shooting today in RAW because that is going to give you the most flexibility with Lightroom. So we're going to try that and play around with it and see how it goes. So almost finished. Okay, perfect. It is done. I'm going to close Lightroom here. And then if I click on that folder, then you'll see that there are all these pictures that I just saved are all saved in here, ready to go. So it's quick, it's easy, and it's lots of fun. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I think we've got the comments up and working. I don't know what is happening, but my husband keeps messing with it. So if you have any feedback, let me know. We're trying to get it so that you can reply. Hopefully it's working now. So anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. See ya.